Founded in 1885, Dothan today calls itself the peanut capital of the world, and for good reason. According to the Alabama Peanut Producers Association, more than 60% of all peanuts grown here in the U.S. come from a 100-mile radius of the city. 2009 has been a good year for Alabama peanut growers, despite a large peanut carryover from last year. As This Week in Louisiana Agriculture's A.J. Sabine tells us, peanut growers here are poised to bring in a bumper crop.
Here in Dothan, the work is down and dirty. It's harvest time here in the Wiregrass. Peanut producers all over southeast Alabama are digging up their crops so these green peanuts can soak in some October sun. They need about 3 days to dry out before combining. Myron Johnson grows about 485 acres of peanuts. While he does grow some cotton as a rotational crop, peanuts are his bread and butter. Putting bread on his table is his priority now as he works to get his digger back in the dirt. Oh, and did I mention? He's running late.
I heard the radio. What'd you want? We were late planting, which delayed us in the harvest time, and so now we're delayed because of the weather. So we're probably a good 3 weeks behind.
If you like to munch on peanuts during a football game like I do, you may be interested to know that half the peanuts grown in the U.S. are grown within 100 miles of Dothan, Alabama. And last year was the best year ever for peanut producers in this part of the state. Now the only problem is this year, wet weather has plagued many a peanut patch.
The pressure to get in the field is really pushing us to get in less than ideal conditions. So we're plowing up, digging the peanuts when it's a little wetter, harvesting with a little less sunshine we'd like to. And anytime you do that, you reduce yield. But we feel like we don't have a choice at this point in time.
This plant is about fully mature.
Chris Balcom works as a peanut specialist for Auburn University's Extension Service. Last year's salmonella scare in neighboring Georgia came at the worst possible time for peanut producers here in the Wiregrass.
We had 194,000 acres of peanuts last year. Having that huge supply caused us to decrease our acres to 155,000 this year because there was no price for the peanuts. There was no demand there, no incentive to grow them for the farmers. And with that scare that we had with the salmonella, you know, it's been cleared up now, but it certainly come at a bad time when we had an oversupply of peanuts.
The future looks bright for the peanut industry here in Dothan. With only about 15% of the crop harvested, Balcom says so far the numbers look good. For Myron Johnson, he's looking forward to getting his crop in.
They've been good to us, so I can't complain. You know, year in and year out, some years are better than others, but they've been good for us.
Truer words were never spoken. From the peanut capital, I'm A.J. Sabine for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
Peanut growers say anything over 2 tons per acre is considered a good crop, and while it's early, peanut producers say they feel good so far about this year's harvest.